Alright, good evening everyone. Welcome back to Pathologic. So, we have been given a little bit of information. The man we came to meet has been murdered, and now we have to go and find out who and how. So we've been informed that our friend Isidore Barak, who's the one who basically sent us to this town, or summoned us to this town effectively, lives over here, and he was the last one that saw Simon alive. But we should also go and talk to Ava Yan before we go see Isidore, because she did ask us to return after we'd spoken to the Canes. So let's go have a word with Ava. She is also one of the people that we're supposed to keep alive. Oh, we should go look around outside her property, because she said there were some weird men hanging out. Or weird people, I guess. Hey man, you doing okay? You're just like falling over there. Good morals and luck are a great help in managing a small community without resorting to violence. Personal standing can work wonders. This is the same thing. This is the same thing that guy said last time. I don't know, he was like, just like bending over in the middle of the street. I thought something was wrong. Okay, this is Eva Yan's house. Let's take a look around her property real quick and see if we can't find any weird people. Or weird things in general. It's a nice pond. The benches are a little bit low, in my professional medical opinion. I can just go for a dip in the pool. I don't see anyone. Maybe I missed the opportunity to find whatever was causing the trouble, because I went straight to the Canes instead of coming out here to look around. Oh well. Oh, the store's not open. Okay. Hi, Ava.
Ah, what is there to talk about now?
Almost singing outside the window is gnawing at me. I can't hear anything. Wait, what? Outside the window. Take a look around, but I don't. Alright, there's no one out here. No one up in the tree or anything. Nope, it's all fine. Maybe we're supposed to pick the other dialogue option. Okay. Yeah.
I had a feeling you would come.
Good. The ominous singing outside the window is gnawing at me. Who could be singing something like this? Okay, so very little time has passed, but I feel hungry and exhausted again. So you've decided to fight death. You'll have to be very careful. It's September. You'll be dying with every breath of our air. Let's see. We're all dying every second of our life. It's exactly this annoying phenomenon that I've challenged. Since you've heard of Fanatica's achievements, I'm not going to waste your time monologuing. What am I supposed to do? Not breathe your air? Should I have stocked up on air from the capital? What does September have to do with it? The steppe is full of various herbs. They fill the air with dizzying vapors. White whip, twire, and swevery are dangerous in August and September, when herbs surrender their juices to the sun. People tend to get headaches this time of year. Heart sufferers lie in bed with pains. My heart aches too. How do people live here? Twire is a rare herb, so usually it's bearable, but this year it's unbelievably plentiful. The elderly say that this is phenomenal. Nothing like this has happened before. They think it's a bad omen. Well, I don't believe that, but the air is droning. Can't you feel it? Don't you feel dizzy? Yes, the air is heavy, apparently. You need to sleep often. Never go hungry. Drink more water. You need to look after yourself properly. If you feel sick, forget everything else and get some rest. Otherwise, you may die of a heart attack or bleeding. Be careful, alright? The more I think and do, the faster I die. That's symbolism if ever I saw it. Alright, I guess that was all she wanted to tell us about. There's still no one outside her window, so I hope that, doesn't turn out to be something we could have looked into. Speaking of, alright, our hunger and exhaustion are fine. Our immunity's at half, which I think is fine. Wait, is it being low good, or is it being high good? Do I have any food that I could eat? Just rations? I have water. You know what? We're gonna do a little test here. I'm actually just gonna quick save, and we're going to drink the water and see if it moves our hunger up or down. I don't feel like this is gonna move our hunger at all. Okay, so our hunger went down. Is that not? Huh. Quick load key is not working. Interesting. Anyways, I just wanted to reload because I literally just wanted to know how the UI was functioning there. Actually, I don't think it moved our hunger at all. Alright, well, whatever. So, we should go see our friend Isidore. The best way to get there is to follow the river up to the next bridge. And then we'll have to do a little bit of navigation. Bing bong. Some interesting architecture around here. Hey, pal. Anything I can do for you? Much obliged if you could help me learn how to get around your town. Tell me about the town hall. What is the termitary? The warehouse is a district as well, right? Tell me about town hall. Town hall is the most useless place in the whole town, I'm telling you. The only thing it's good at is taking up space. It's the most prominent building on the backbone. Sinister and still useless. Why useless? We are ruled by, well, rulers. There are no officials around here, and no need for them, too. You want to know what's up there in the town hall? The post office and the jail. Nothing more. It's fine. They'll finally repurpose the building someday. Turn it into a school, maybe. Whatever the facility. It'll still be better use. I see. How do I get to the backbone? How come you still haven't got a map? You're lost for good without one. The backbone is in the knots. That's the middle part of the district between the gullet and the guzzle. Much obliged. What about you? This guy just says the same thing. Okay. Okay, so... I mean, that's not, like, the same guy, I don't think. It might be, but... I think that guy was traveling the other direction. Ah. This is a dead end. Yep. Come on. Ow! I injured myself. Okay. Okay, I actually can't. There's, like, an invisible wall there. I can just walk up this cliff, though, apparently. Now that we're across the river, we want to go... Let's see. So we want to go in here, and then up a street, down the length, to the big red house. Oh, that's the town hall. So go in here, up to the street, down to the town hall, take a left, and then we should see the bridge on our right. So this must be the town hall. Hi. You don't look so good. Oh, you've been carousing. You actually look quite happy. Oh, how ferocious Mother Nature is, for 'tis her wrath that has to be withstood. Oh, friend, if only I could wet my whistle, I'd gladly give you anything on earth in exchange for a gulp of chilly spring water. How about we barter? You'll have your water, and I'll have bandages. Oh, okay. So I have water. Should I be keeping on to this? A bottle of spring water from one of the hidden springs, the Cathedral Stone Spring, the Spinayarn Square Well, or the Sugag Kadug Spring on the boundary between the steppe and the rotten field. Water from the latter used to be sacred, but the locals are wary about drinking it due to its proximity to burial ground. Okay, so how do I do this? Okay, I select that, and then I select... Oh. Oh. Okay, he won't just give me the bandages for the water. Interesting. Alright, well, in that case, not gonna bother with that. Hi. Okay, so this dude will just, like, tell me about town. Okay. I don't think we need to go in the town hall just yet. So I'm gonna keep an eye out, because the bridge should be... No. One of those weird structures. Ah, this must be the bridge. What are you, old man in beanie? Can you help us? Factory worker. Here we are once again, no one's asking us. Got a smoke? Take a look here. Can you repair this device for me? It keeps missing the target from 3 yards away and sharpen this blade too. Ah, so I can get these guys to repair things for me, I guess. I don't think I have anything to repair, though. Right, like if I click this, the only thing he's going to repair for me is the scalpel, which will cost a decent amount of money, and I don't think we need to do just yet. Oh, hang on. Who are you? Tell me about yourself. Me? Well, I'm a factory worker. The owner treats us like dirt, though. Well, I got me my own house, otherwise I would have been stuck in that husk with the rest of them. No going out, not even to buy bread. You just sit there gnawing at what you've stockpiled beforehand. They're completely off their rocker. What are you talking about? The termitary. And why? For what sins? Do we not handle the workload well enough? That might be so, but still, what are we to do now? Nah, home is best. Feels nice to have one. I can appreciate that. Moreover, living as a commune is warmer. Yeah, mutual support, team spirit, all that. When you've got one bite in 1,000 mouths, one gulp in 1,000 throats, support becomes irrelevant. They're starving and therefore getting weak. You don't seem to be starving here. You don't seem to be. How about you take off your big city goggles, eh? Just take a peek inside the termitary. You'll turn your nose up at it in a split sec. That's where they seem to be starving, all right. The train is 2 weeks off schedule. Yeah, it works fine for them providing squirrels. The rest are on their hunkers. So stocking up was the right choice. Good for them squirrels. Alright, interesting. Interesting information. Alright, now that we're over here. Okay, so Isidore's house is like around this corner. Past these two houses up here. Ah. Oh, okay, this is fenced off. Huh. How do I get back there? Okay. Interesting. So, it looks like well, I guess I'll go around this way, so then I can pass by this wall and see if there's a door, and go around to this wall. Because I don't seem to be able to get in from this side. Maybe if okay, I see an opening back there. Well, I don't see a door on that side, so I'm not sure how helpful that is for us. Oh, we can just cut through here. Okay, perfect. And this is the house we're looking for. Does not, in fact, appear to be a door on this side. Okay. Ah, here we go. Hello, chaps. A foul murder occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice. Who was killed? Well, you're not a local, sir, so you're unlikely to understand the loss we've suffered. Isidore Barak, a great surgeon, a benefactor to us all, and an all-around skilled doc. An outstanding man, beloved and well-respected by us locals. Does it really always have to take the very best? What a foul time to live in. I knew him. I'm a doctor, too. Whoever killed our only doc must surely be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make cuts or incisions, because he was a warden. He knew his lines, all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life, too. This is merely the beginning. What makes you think the two cases are connected? Well, we would have the heart to attack who would have the heart to attack such men? If you'd asked me yesterday, I'd have told you no one would dare inflict such an ugly wound on this town. But if there is someone, it has to be just that, someone. It looks fishy if you ask me. That thing was no man, that's what I think. Explain yourself. See, this murderous deal is all mysterious. There's a talon stuck in the victim's chest. Go ahead, bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that, there you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor, for the deceased had been a renowned step walker, and the dust was all covered in hoof steps and, like, traces of a sharp bone, I guess, as if someone was using a walking stick around there. I'm telling you, it's her, the Shabnak Adir, the clay man-eater. I want to inspect the building. We've been assigned to this post by Alexander, the head of the Saburov family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still powerful and very much respected, for it is they that's been responsible for maintaining worldly order and public safety in the town since olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's their rod. You just take that road up there and get to the cape. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. Okay. Oh, so he's in the big house over there. Saburovs have been living here since the town was founded. Once a mighty and powerful clan, it only has two persons now. A governor devoid of any real authority and his dying wife. Alright. Well, something seems to be on fire over here. Should we be concerned about this? Someone seems to be, Hey. Excuse me. Pardon me. From out of town. Oh dear, oh dear, oh. What have you done? How is it? That was no Shabnak, that was a girl. A living girl. Get lost, never set foot here again. But in the fire she is not to burn, for she is made of clay. Wrong, all wrong. Harden she must, and fall apart. What have you done, you dimwits? Okay, so they just, like, burned that lady. Cool. I can't inspect this corpse. I don't want to step in the fire. There's a couple dead, like, guards over there. Interesting. Anyways, I'm off track a little bit. Well, that's concerning, because they're starting to burn people for being made of clay. What is this? Looks like tree roots. Alright, let's go find our way to, what's-his-face's house before I get even more sidetracked. Oh, I'm just back where I started. Is this their house? It is. Perfect. Oh, that is a large door. That is a very large door. Hello.
Neither the sun nor death can be looked at without winking. Who said that?
Alexander Samarov. Oh, man. So I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do look like a messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the changes with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. Do you think we're on the verge of an especially unhappy era? No grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. The country has cured its war wounds, commercial communications have been repaired, astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinions in high regard? The movement of the planets has an obvious effect on our life, however I do not think it's humanly possible to get any profit from that.
The outcome was to be expected, I'm afraid. Simon was doomed.
So you've come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you now? I was actually invited by Isidore. I came to meet with him first and foremost. Who are the people guarding Isidore's house? Nothing. I'm going to tell him I was invited by Isidore. He's been murdered, yes. Looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life, too. At least that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Are there any traces? I haven't been there myself. I'm quite content with interrogating suspects, especially since we already know who we're after. You can join the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. I'm gonna say, as of now... You don't know, I'd like to know who this guy's looking for. Who is it, then? You wouldn't believe it, his own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learnt, huh? A wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab the inheritance. Did Isidore leave a fortune? I have no idea yet. His belongings are being evaluated as we speak. It's not about money, though. The steppe people's idea of heirship still comes with the ancient connotations. Tribal ethics. The next of kin not only inherits things, they inherit knowledge, fate, power. Such motive is incompatible with a student of medicine in my mind. It's in their blood. Oh well, the outlaw will show his true colors soon enough when we catch him. He'll explain the motive himself. How did you find him? In all honesty, it's hard to explain that to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance, Bachelor? Not particularly, no. Well, you should get to know my wife, then. Or better yet, those who have already had opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters first and foremost. Rationalists. She's got something to say to you, too, by the way. Your wife called out Isidore's son specifically? Not specifically, no, but it all adds up. And the circumstances of Simon's death make you wonder, too. Isidore's son arrived here last night. The timing speaks against him. It even matches the time it takes to get from the Crucible to Isidore's house. What about the motive? He's the type that needs no motive. Students these days know nothing of virtue and ethics, and a medic, too. Humans are just hairless animals to them, or even a harmful virus infesting the environment. Cynical bastards. Oh, but I do apologize. Didn't mean to offend you, even by extension. I see you like generalizations. I wouldn't be so quick to accuse the junior Barak. So you'll keep looking for Isidore's murderer? I will. Is there anyone that can help me with that? There are very few good analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here, except for one Yulia Lurisheva, perhaps a most level-headed and reasonable person. The only person who remains skeptical about Katerina's talents, too. Without a shadow of a doubt, she has her own picture of events. She always does. Exactly the person I need. Okay, she lives up there. Alright, let's go talk to this guy's wife, see what kind of information she has for us. I'm guessing she's upstairs, because there doesn't seem to be anywhere else to go in here. It's a very weirdly laid out house. Where is your wife? Maybe there's another door? Oh, look, they have a patio and everything. And a back door. Ah, hello.
It is as if my temples were pierced with needles. Do something.
That is unfortunate. Katerina Sabirova. The only proper way for a duel to end is with the death of one of the fighters. That's what battles are supposed to be. Any conflict that has two sides inevitably turns into a battle of good and evil. A brutal philosophy. I'm not speaking metaphorically or metaphysically. I'm talking about a very particular battle. You are one of the combatants, Bachelor Dankovsky. Do you favor good or evil? That is too vague a question. I cannot be more coherent. Details distort the core essence. They devalue the words. What you're saying is it will be who I... What? What you're saying is it will be I who is to adjust the details along the way, right?
My stomach hurts as if I was filled with straw.
Interesting. You're a brave man, Bachelor Dankovsky. Why? This fight is very unlikely to end in your favor. Does a clay and bone man-eater leave traces of the kind you've witnessed? It's only a spell, an illusion. They just prefer to see it this way. Makes it easier for them. Fight is too big a word. I'm merely assisting Georgie in his efforts to find the murderer. You know the details of my fight in advance. What man-eater? You know the details of my fight in advance. If you don't point at the killer by nightfall, then the killer will strike you down as well. You simply won't be able to recognize them. You won't notice them crawling up to you. Somehow you'll be very surprised upon seeing their face, and that will leave you paralyzed. How do you know all this? I'm clairvoyant. What's the nature of your visions? This should not be your primary concern at the moment. You should concern yourself with the number of minutes you have left, and that number is dwindling. I don't throw predictions around. Others will tell you how often they've come true. Do heed my words. Time will tell. Alright, well, that was vaguely helpful. She's telling us we have a time limit, or we gotta get it done by tonight. So, let's go find Yulia. See if she can help us out here. She should be right. Is she right over this bridge? Yeah, right over this bridge and up at the end of the little island here. Is it an island? It's not really an island. Big peninsula. Oh, my heart is crying for my poor children. How are my dears doing? Is everything alright? Woman's chair is hard. I can ask her to mend my clothes. We've got a curious town here. I never expected to see something like this in such a remote place. Everyone's tired of the endless construction work. We're not so quiet. Is there a lot of construction going on? Not a lot, but I cannot shrug away the feeling that the world is changing all too quickly. The rulers invite architects from the capital, and they turn everything upside down. It's fun for the children, but a torment to us. I'm sorry to hear that. Speaking of children, hi. What have you got for me? We know all about you. What are you so happy about, girl? We've almost caught the unseen cat. Where did you find such a cat? It's the famous pale cat. Her eyes are like translucent emeralds, her fur is gray, and her body is completely transparent. Can you see its bowels, too? The light passes right through. It's very pretty. But most importantly, she's invisible in the dark, and rodents can't hear her. That's how light her step is. She belongs to the pale obtuse. To the what obtuse? Ah, it's no use. I know you won't believe me anyways. Just come over and see the cat for yourself. When it gets dark, it's by the 12th warehouse. The password is hell froze over. I'll do my best not to forget this intricate phrase. I'm totally gonna forget this intricate phrase. Okay, this should be her house up here. There's a very interestingly designed playground. Ah, you must be Yulia.
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon was doomed.
I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before, I had no trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation out of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now, I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I am dying? The steppe air is way too thick. It happens when people are tired. You probably haven't slept for a while, have you? Oh no. Herba Tvirinea is in blossom, I grant you, but then it blooms every year. Every year, the steppe is filled with its stupefying vapors. The issue I'm having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It's just that I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. What herb is that? No matter what preternatural traits the local ascribe to it, Twire is all heady aroma, a bunch of superstitions, and remarkably little else. It has psychoactive properties after a fashion, but then so does simple wormwood. Visions caused by ingestion of belladonna or Jimson weed are much more fascinating than what Twire has to offer. It's a pity I'm not a botanist.
It's so lonely here.
So you've traveled all the way here only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. Is this how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to these most unfortunate circumstances. Let's see, I have to find whoever it is that killed Isidore and Simon. I want to ask for your help. I doubt I can do it on my own. Tell me plain and simple, what do you make of all this? I've yet to meet anyone who can help me in the slightest way to find the killer. Do you like Eva Yan? I doubt I can do it on my own. Tell me plain and simple, what do you make of all this? So I've heard. A wisecrack I know says that while you are trying to complete the portrait of the killer is busy painting yours. Hilarious, is it not? The hunter becomes the hunted. However, to put it bluntly, you've become the keynote of this particular plot. The intrigue is so rich it will keep you busy for a week, if not longer than that. What would you do if you were me? If you want my advice, I wouldn't trust what our feudals tell you. The perpetual triangle of influence means that every party concerned will do their best to use their authority to their own benefit. I'm not that conceited. Perhaps people of lower standing would not try to use me. It's more likely that people of such standing will be much too scared to cooperate. Given your position, you may want to try your luck with the shadow cabinet of local nobility, the women of influence. They know much more than the simple townsfolk, yet they care much less than the families in power. Who are these lady aristocrats? Lady aristocrats. Such a way of saying it will be of relevance strictly within the specific context of values and perceptions characteristic of a backwoods hole like ours. The catch is that the aristocracy is not defined by birthright here. Rather, the status is granted by the degree of enigmatic fascination that a woman is possessed of. Questionable background, audacity of demeanor. You know, this whole assortment. Do tell me who these affluent ladies are. Lara, Eva, yours truly, and last but not least, Maria. I wouldn't listen to Katerina if I were you. Her morphine habit has turned her into a walking corpse. The others, however, are liable to deceive. You don't like being lied to, do you? I can't stand it. It's better to die than to lie. I don't know that that's true, but I also don't quite agree with can't say I care all that much. I'll say I can't stand it. I see. Perhaps you like being played with then. Even less so. In this case, Maria seems to be your best bet. She's too arrogant to lie and too respectful to dare play with you. You should value the affection of someone this proud. But I digress. What is your intended course of action? I need to think. I will ask more questions if something else crosses my mind, especially since you're one of the lady aristocrats. It depends. It seems the Canes have been so considerate as to promote me to the rank of bait. There's no need for any special effort to play the role. The main thing is to be available. I don't know that just waiting around for things to happen is a good idea, so I'm going to go with the first option. Alright. So what do we got? Okay, talk to Yulia. Okay, that guy's dead. Isidore was murdered. I need to get into Isidore's house somehow. I feel like that's probably our best bet. If we can. Otherwise, I'm not sure where else we would go. They don't seem... Oh, we could go talk to, right, because she mentioned people. We can go talk to Lara, who's just nearby, at least work out what she does. What she knows. Okay, this should be Lara's house right here. Yes. Oh. This is very nice. Very modern. Oh. It's significantly less modern. There's a lot of people in here. Huh. So... You, maybe? Nope, I can't talk to you. Nope, can't talk to you. Huh. Oh,
There are
you,
dark
most
rings
likely.
under your eyes.
Definitely you.
They say Ripper was caught. Does he really cut people?
You are the person that came to Maria Cana in a dream. I recognize you straight away. My name is Lara Ravel, and this is the shelter. You're always welcome here. My name is Daniel Dankovsky. Let's be friends now. I prefer being friends with everyone. You always have guests, but your face looks so sad. Well, yes, I'm the mistress of this house, after all. It doesn't mean I'm a mistress, mind you, not with a capital M. I won't ever become one. But I can also serve people to the best of my ability. Who are you talking about? Everyone who sits at this table. See, they're all trying to be mysterious, but in reality, every action we take is a mere consequence of a deep wound. Our words are like the drops of blood seeping from it. Sorrow is what opens people up fully. You are a poet. I'm just in a melancholic mood. We are way too used to playing the game of tragic predictions. I'm trying to arrange everything back to order. Well, I'd be happy to help you if I can.
There are dark rings under your eyes.
Okay. I know you're a doctor, a wonderful one at that. A celebrity medic. Everyone in our small town knew that a famous doctor was coming here. I'm very glad you really have, because I want you to do a certain good thing. Can I ask a favor of you? Please do. A few years ago, the child death rate went through the roof here. 6 people died in a week. 10 or so came down with serious illness. It made us worried, but unfortunately we couldn't find the cause straight away back then. In the end, it turned out the children were dying because of a game. What in the world? What kind of game kills children? They were playing... what did they call it? Well, it was some kind of medical game. They were stealing medicine from the adults and making some diabolical mixture out of it. Then they healed each other with it. Back then the game just faded into obscurity, but now I've heard they were contemplating doing it again. Someone has already been poisoned. What can I do? I'm no poisoning specialist. I can do an examination, of course, but... No, it's much simpler. There's a house somewhere in the town, either abandoned or just unoccupied, and that's where they play hospital. That's where they store their horrible mixtures. Please use your standing and your celebrity name to put an end to this game. Capella Olgimski's daughter believes that the house will be unlocked today. I'll do my best, of course. How can I find the house? Capella mentioned it's next to one of the ruins. My friends couldn't hear them properly. Have you seen those stone stairways to heaven? I think you might even be able to see the house you're looking for from Eva Yar's window. But most importantly, it should be unlocked. Do people around here ever leave their doors unlocked? In exceptional cases or emergencies, yes, we do. But generally, houses are supposed to be locked up, because they're occupied by several families. People aren't that scared of losing their own belongings, but they care about their neighbors. And now that everyone's so afraid of the man-eater, of course everything's locked. In that case, it won't be too hard to find. Alright. So, visible from Eva Yar's house, near a ruin. Ah, okay. Eva Yar can also give us some more information if we need it. Well, we've now met a significant chunk of the people that we're supposed to, that are bound to us. And, I think that is a decent place to call it for today. So, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.